Hello, my band crew, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be discussing the long since expired Crash Bandicoot MMO game. It was called Crash Bandicoot Village, or Crash Village, and it was available from 2007 to 2011. So we're going to discuss what it was, the games you could play, and all that great stuff. If this is your first time coming to the channel, I release Crash Bandicoot content every weekend. We discuss lore, theories, news, we do tier lists, interviews, we have these little history videos. I also have a Crash Bandicoot podcast. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. You get Crash Bandicoot content in your YouTube feed every weekend. So, as I said in the first part, it is an MMO game, meaning massive multiplayer online game. It isn't like an RPG. It's more of akin to, I've seen people compare it to like Penguin Club, I think they said. You can communicate with other Crash Bandicoot fans online. However, you can't type dialogue. It's all pre-entered text. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You create your own avatar. They give you various heads, bodies, and legs. So you scroll through and you pick what you like. This one we have on the far right is a Coco head, Coco body, and Coco legs. And then you can see the one behind the crunch in a tuxedo. We have a Pirate Crash head, striped body, and black pants. And then on the far left there you can see a white hat, and it also looks like a crunch face. And then some tiny legs. Tiny the tiger, not tiny small. And the way you interact with people is you walk up to their avatar, and then a little menu pops up, and you could question them, greet them, tell them your feelings, location, etc., etc. But you can't type anything. It's all predetermined text, so you just pick different options. And that's how you communicate with people. You could also send them mask avatar emoji things. I don't know the meaning behind it, because like I said, you couldn't type anything to people. You could just send them predetermined phrases and these random mask emojis. And if you like them, you could rate them, and if you dislike them, you could throw Wumpa Fruit at them. So see, this guy's name was Waffle, and looks like they're going to dislike this character because their icon, their mouse icon, is hovering over the dislike. And you could also play rock, paper, scissors with any character, assuming they wanted to play with you. You go up to them, you prompt them to play rock, paper, scissors. If they say yes, you play rock, paper, scissors. And as you can see there on the right, it says wins, losses, and ties. It also keeps track of all your scores on all of your minigames. So this guy was rocking 1,579,997. All the information, if I already said this, forgive me. All the information that I'm displaying in this video, all these pictures and everything, it comes from a Italian YouTube video. The YouTuber's name is Pix. I also went on the Lost Media forum, and I went on Shervin Samari's Vimeo account. The video I'm about to show now is from that Vimeo account. Something else I failed to mention: once you create your avatar, you can actually decide if you want to be on the good side or the evil side. If you see down there on the very bottom, it says good versus evil. So, depending on what team you pick, your points are contributing towards the good side or the evil side. Now, this video, it's about a minute long, and I'm just going to let it play through. I'm not the one controlling the mouse, because this site has since been discontinued since 2011. This is from the video from the Vimeo account. So you can see he's going to the About page. It tells the game story, which is Crash Mind Over Mutant. It goes over the different characters. Crash Coco Crunch. Then he goes over to activities, and it shows all the games you can play. I'm going to be talking about that at the end of this video. And then he goes to goodies, which is the screensaver. Again, I'll show that at the end of the video. And we finish up the video with him going over the mobile game. Forgive me if I hiccup on this, because I'm reading it based off this tiny thing that I zoomed in on. In a nefarious plot to unleash destruction, Crash's arch nemesis Neo and Nina Cortex have mutated the creatures of Crash's island into monstrous abominations. Never one to shirk from danger, the brave Bandicoot finds that he is able to hijack the titanic monsters and wield their immense power against each other. So this was the mobile version of Crash of the Titans. Now to discuss the minigames. So the minigames, as you can see, there's 8 of them. 2 of them, I'm not entirely sure what they were. So we're going to start from the top left and go. Tattoo Parlor. We actually have a video clip of that. Various tattoo patterns are given to you, and you have to trace them with the ink pen. Then you have Beat the Bandicoot. Beat the Bandicoot looked to just be a quiz-type game. For example, this one says, the hour hand of a clock is blank than the minute hand. And the player picked shorter, which is correct, and they got 900 points. Every quiz was 10 questions long, and your points were added up and put into your overall total score. Obstacle course I have no footage of, but from what I recall, the avatars that you create are put onto a skateboard, and you move across the screen and avoid obstacles. Now, Mutant Creator, I've got images of, but it is from the PIX channel, so it is the Italian version of the game. So this is the English one. It says Cortex Mutant Creator. But then the next image is from the Italian version, when you actually go into the game. Cortex Generator de Mutanti. So I assume that just means the same thing. Cortex is Mutant Generator instead of Creator. But yeah, so it seems like you have different legs, arms, bodies, and heads of different types of the Titans from Crash of the Titans and Crash Mind Over Mutant. And you can see on the far right, they are in the leg section, picking out different legs. That one looks a lot of fun. I don't remember ever creating a Titan or a mutant via this game. Now these last 4, I only have footage of one of them, and I could tell you what the games are for the most part. Only one of them I didn't know for the last 4. Titan Match Mania is a silhouette style minigame. A silhouette will pop up, and then you have to pick which mutant, dependent on the choices, is the correct one to the silhouette. Copycoot is like the game Simon. If you've ever played Simon, there's 4 different colors, and it will give you the option. It'll say red, so then you have to hit red. Then it might go red-blue, then you have to hit red-blue. And it just keeps going and going until you lose. No Monkey No is the only game that I have no recollection of whatsoever, and I don't know what you would have done in that game. The final game is Merry Crashmas. Crash is running around, and the Doom Monkeys are holding bombs and Christmas presents. And Crash has to jump to avoid the bombs, and the Doom Monkeys, and only land on the presents. If he hits a bomb or a Doom Monkey, he takes damage, and if he takes too much damage, the game ends. So you're trying to get points based off that. And I have a video clip that I'm going to share with you right now. So that covered all of the games. I'm curious, my Bandit crew, have any of you ever played Crash Village? If you did, what was your character's name? How many points did you make? Did you enjoy it? Do you wish that we had something similar to that today? As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't know about this already, I hope you learned something fun. And we will see you in the next video. Have a great night.